Greetings from Monterey, Carmel, California, and this is Danny Krueger. I'm the CEO of IoEnergy, and I'm proud to be presenting in what we hope to be a series of webinars or short video formats in support of the NFDA membership. And it's a chance for me to tell the IoEnergy story and explain why we're so excited about being a member of the NFDA, which is a very forward-looking organization, and like I say, we're very proud to be members. Our partnership with the NFDA really came about as an introduction from a client who is also a friend, who much of the membership knows and loves, is Biz Brackett, and Biz brought IoEnergy into his enterprise as a vendor partner, and then with our work together, said, man, we should be sharing this with the rest of the membership, and this has legs. This has implications that are important to real estate investment trust partners, managers, owners, and anybody that works at an enterprise level. Because what we do is we essentially sell efficiency as a use of investment capital. And if there's ever been a team that understands investment capital, it would be members of the NFDA. So at the invitation of your fearless president, Greg Marketek, I wanted to just do a quick summary of IoEnergy and blast through a quick presentation. Hopefully this will be something that will engage more conversations and maybe just get your imagination flowing about what is possible around the Internet of Efficiency. So what is IoEnergy? With much fanfare, smart lighting, smart sensors, and smart controls. Essentially, we enable smart buildings. And to us, a smart building is a building that has been optimized for energy efficiency. The capital necessary to create a smart building can be either through a CapEx expenditure or finance. And I wanted to share that it was founded by two brothers. Some of you know me already from my participation in the past with NFDA events, but also my brother David is a co-founder. Together, we have more than 40 years of tenure and 2 billion square feet invested in smart building retrofits or energy efficiency retrofits. 2 billion square feet is a lot over many years together. I've always been on the client acquisition and entrepreneurial side. David's always been on the customer fulfillment, operations, and entrepreneurial side. So that's who is behind IoEnergy. So what do? We help real estate investment trusts achieve the highest possible return on their large-scale energy efficiency projects. And the way we do this is by essentially doing engineering as a loss leader. We go in, we do enterprise level audits of energy bills, of rebates, of the latest and greatest tools that are available from a product side to propose LED lighting, smart sensor projects, control projects that can frequently be in kind of a good, better, best scenario. So good would be a maximum ROI LED lighting upgrade across a portfolio. Best would be not just that, but using the return on investment generated from that project to also create dashboards for energy use, for understanding occupancy, for all the different smart building attributes that you may want, that you may covet, but you're just not prepared to write a check for it. Well, we can package all of this up into a project that's either a really high use of investment capital, meaning like 25 to 40% IRR, or we can bring third-party financing in to where you're using other people's money, and the net benefit is that your new payment for a loan is less than the savings that you generate from the project. So it's infinite IRR, and you have all these new upgrades and goodies that you're looking for. So that's IoEnergy. We save energy, we reduce your operation and maintenance costs, and we improve building infrastructure and value. And that's not to be understated. You know, cap value is something that I don't need to school this team on, but as you reduce operating expense, you necessarily improve NOI, and NOI is a contributor to figuring out the cap value. Our projects, even if you never wait for the return on investment period, we've massively improved the value of your asset, whether that's at a building level, at a portfolio level. This is good stuff. And by the way, we work in a white glove turnkey fashion. So we handle everything from the engineering, frequently at a loss leader, through implementation, through measurement and verification, lather, rinse, repeat, on to the next one. Couple things that are important. We're technology and vendor agnostic. So I'm not a Sylvania house selling you Sylvania LED bulbs on behalf of Sylvania. I do use Sylvania, and not always, but also General Electric. We use really the right value. And one thing that's true is that LED has left the frontier and has now been commoditized. So there's enough critical mass within the industry to where we're getting commodity prices, and IoEnergy buys in massive volume, so we're able to extend those savings across to each of our clients. Our buying power is quite significant. We have design solution expertise, multi-state incentive intelligence. So we work with all of the utilities, and each utility either very richly or very miserly offers some incentive for doing energy efficient projects. We frequently don't stop with what we call a prescriptive rebate. We are such a player that we can frequently negotiate custom rebates on behalf of our clients, knowing about the pool of available incentives that each utility is burdened with giving back to its clients. We can sometimes work custom rebates together. We have a whole rebate department centered in Chicago, outside Chicago, in Bolingbrook. And then sometimes, when appropriate, we'll work an open book contracting model. We're perfectly fine working on a negotiated margin, factoring our overhead in, and then sharing the costs so that there's complete transparency into how and why we came up with our number, and if that's something that's comfortable with our clients, we're able to work off of a firm fixed price or an open book contracting model. Differentiators, and you can see my check marks there. I won't list them, but my slide's outdated. 2 billion square feet of energy efficiency installations, 25-year legacy. Between the two of us, if you stack those, we're over 40 years. We have the best in the business working at IoEnergy from a very thin ownership management layer. Our sales and marketing is done out of Carmel Valley, California. We have an operation for engineering outside of Chicago. Our operations center is in Brick, New Jersey. And then we have 2 different sales outposts. One is in Manhattan, the other is in Silicon Valley. So our team is small but mighty. Most of the implementations are done through our partner companies, where frequently IoEnergy is the sole client of our installation partners. But this thin layer of implementation enables us to not carry the freight for all of the workman's comp, all of the trucks, the ladders. We work with our partners to get us anywhere in the nation very quickly, but not carry the massive nut for having a huge payroll that other providers might require. So we have this very scalable model that keeps variable costs variable, and we go like water wherever we're needed with our partner companies for implementation. Everybody on site is wearing an IoEnergy polo shirt. They're under our direct management supervision, but we don't typically have, unless we're in one of our hubs, we don't have our own labor in, say, Bakersfield, California, or Shreve Point, Louisiana, but we're able to get the best of the breed out there on a moment's notice. It all starts with an efficient enterprise report. And this is where I had mentioned our loss leader. We'll come in and we'll do an analysis of your energy consuming systems. Every case includes a fluorescent to LED upgrade. That typically pays most of the freight, but we don't stop there. We can look at HVAC controls. We can also look at variable speed drives. We can look at all the energy consuming systems of a building or group of buildings. And then we present, I'll show you some of these presentation materials. We present a business case for why this might make sense. And in many cases, this may sound like snake oil salesman, but we're offering a massive return on investment with essentially no risk. And that's a bold statement. Why would you have no risk? Well, it's because the only risk is that you can continue to consume energy as you have in the past, or even not exactly, but somewhat. As long as you're turning on the lights, you will harvest the savings. It doesn't matter if business is booming or business is tight. If you're using the electricity in the same manner as you have been in the past, then you will harvest the savings. It is not a venture that is tough to get your head around. It's just math. We're taking watts and kilowatts out, and the variable would be the cost of energy, which tends to go up over time, and how long you're burning your lights, which after the pandemic has been in flux, yes, but if you have a building where you're paying a full service lease, you're paying the bills, you will not experience a lot of risk by having us gut the energy consumption of your building. And then you'll harvest that savings, essentially risk-free. Okay, this is a bit of an eye chart, but our strengths, we bring financing, investment grade audits, we're experts at utility rebates. In the center, our attributes are the installations of LED sensors, HVAC controls, lighting controls, demand response, meaning shedding load at an appropriate time so that you can get paid by the utility. And then our implementation chops on the right. I won't read every bit there, have you scan it. Okay, so finally, we're getting to the end. I want to keep this short and sweet and hopefully inspire conversations, because that's really what we want to do, is help our partners and grow with you as a partner, an extension of your own capacity. Yeah, I'll just kind of let you read the headlines here, and I'm happy to share this presentation for a deeper dive. Oh, and we have really a great group of partners that, some would call them customers or clients. We don't work in a transactional method. We really think of it as a relationship. We target private equity firms. We target real estate investment trusts. We try to work at the finance level first, the CEO, the CFO, the energy manager, the folks that really understand investment capital and deployment, as opposed, contrast that with working with building engineers and working from the bottom up. We tend to come in high, if you will, in the C-suite, talk about the business opportunity, and then we can use our chops as contractors to go in and work at an enterprise level for all of our clients. A small job for us would be like a one-off warehouse or office building with, say, 100,000 square feet. A big job with us would be working at the community level with Sun Communities. We did 15 states, just wrapped up 100 different communities. So we tend to want to work at the enterprise level. And then finally, just a quick little shot of, this is what it looks like. And this is at 2 in the morning. This is our crew. These are folks that are happy to be working as essential workers during the pandemic and in happier times. We get in, we get it done, and the next day, the folks really don't even know that we've been there. It's a question of, gosh, did we do carpet? Did we do paint? What's different? No, the lighting's better, and you're more productive, and we've just taken 50% of the energy load out of your building. It's a pretty simple paradigm. But anyway, this is our first and what I hope is a series of many conversations. And if you have a chance to visit our website, IoEnergyInc.com, please do. And I look forward to chatting with you and hopefully doing a lot of business together. Thank you very much for your attention in this brief presentation.